So I don't know if this is actually going to end up being a video or anything, so... But I'm going to start recording anyway. We're going to go to Walmart, pick up some of my prescriptions, and then hit a few thrift stores, see what's up. I don't know if I'll even pick the camera up again, but just in case I do, I'm filming an intro. So, we'll see how today goes. Alright, so we went to Walmart, and Luke...
It was the wrong one.
They, for whatever reason, they sent my prescription to the wrong Walmart, so I had them, I'm not out of that medication yet, so I'm like, just go ahead and get it for tomorrow, and we'll pick it up then. I'm gonna go, we're at this place called the Greater Bridgeton Amish Farm Market. I've never been here. When this place opened, it was actually around the time I started the YouTube channel, so it's been like 10 plus years, and, but I worked midnights, so this place is close to where I used to work at that time, so I never just bothered coming out here and, going to it, so we're gonna go to it today. I'm not gonna take this camera, but I'll take my iPhone, obviously, and, this place looks unholy busy. So I doubt I'll be able to film anything in there, so, but I'll report back as to what they have, but yeah, we're like way back in the parking lot. It looks very, very busy. So,
I'd say my old school is getting a upgrade on their parking lot.
Oh yeah, so I also told him that I drove past his he goes to a new school next year.
Yeah.
But his, but yeah, his old school is getting a new parking lot, so there's that, but we'll come back in a minute. Alright, so we went into the Amish market, and there really wasn't a whole heck of a lot to see. Like, it's basically a giant meat market, and like a lot of these Amish markets will have places that sell like pretzels and stuff like that, and which they did have. They, just, your basic meats and stuff, and, produce. And then they had a little, restaurant in there that had a, buffet, which is what we ended up, I was a little bit hungry, he was a little bit more hungry than I was. I'll put a picture.
I ate an entire meal.
Yeah, so I just had, like, biscuits and gravy, piece of sausage, and a piece of scrapple, which if you're not from this area, it's kind of a delicacy in this area, but it's one of the things that when you look it up, you might not want to eat it if you've never eaten it before. Yeah, I mean, it was a pretty nice little place. To me, their prices were higher than a place I go to already, which is called Laps Dutch Market. Their prices were higher than Laps, so I'm like, why am I going to come out of my way to pay more? But I'm glad I checked it out. The food was pretty good at the buffet. I mean, nothing to seriously write home about, but it was pretty good. And it was reasonably priced. I mean, I paid a little bit more than I probably should have, considering how little I ate, but it is what it is. So I'm going to try to find a thrift store around here, and I'm currently watching somebody park in a really horrific way.
You could say that it was basically a delicacy. Sausage was like okay.
Yeah.
Everything else was great.
Yeah, the sausage was okay. It was like not.
Good,
I mean, it had a pretty good spice. Like, it had some good spices in it. You could tell that. Like, I'm not saying like hot, like a spicy sausage.
And the homemade things, you said it tasted like chemicals.
Oh yeah, I got this homemade root beer, but I think it was actually from the ice. I think the ice is what was giving it. It had like a weird taste to it, like an aftertaste, but I didn't have that until the ice started to melt, so I'm thinking it's from the ice. I know the water supply in Bridgeton is not the cleanest. I used to work around the corner from here at a place that made soy milk, and as frequently as we would have to replace the filters, the bag filters, and looking at the bag filters when I'm replacing them. Yeah, so Anyway, I've rambled on for almost 3 minutes. I'll talk to you guys in a bit. Alright, so we went to this place called Family Thrift.
And we just bought a new food processor.
And I got a food processor chopper thing because the one I had was apparently missing blades. And I'm trying to decide if I want to go to any other thrift stores, because there's Senior Thrift and Craft Center. They're closed. Twice Loved, Salvation Army, I believe that's in Vineland. I'm not going to Salem. Yeah, so I'm probably going to just kind of start heading towards home and see what kind of trouble we can get to on the way. What's funny is this Google Maps said that this place was opening in August. Turns out they opened in August last year, and Google Maps just never updated it. So that was kind of interesting. Because we were literally a mile away, so I'm like, okay, so all right, I'll go a mile, and if it's closed, it's closed, you know. But I'll try to take a picture at some point of the. Try to finally take a picture at some point of the food processor and put it in here. But another idea I have is I'm gonna have, since I had that new logo made, I'm gonna get a couple shirts made with the channel logo on it, and that way, just like when I'm doing the videos, I'll wear one of my own shirts instead of, you know, Cletus McFarland or whatever. And but the question is should I make that a readily available product? I can have them order on demand because I have a good supplier. You know, I wouldn't have to order like 1,000 of them and then, you know, whatever.
Well,
but
if you want to make that into a product, you could probably should be making your own store area.
Well, yes, that's the thing, is I'd have to make a website to order it. This video is sponsored by Square. No, just joking. I'm not sponsored by Squarespace.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Crazy.
But yeah, I mean, for the time being, like while it's in a relatively new stage, I could just take orders.
And you should probably just make a sponsor show, like doing your thing.
Yeah, well,
With it.
I try to not have sponsors because you have more freedom without sponsors.
Yeah.
But I'm not opposed to sponsorships. But like the only ones that have contacted me so far have been like those shady CD Key people, Temu. I think I turned down them like 8 times a month. Yeah, stuff like that. But if I had like a legitimate sponsor, that would be cool. But yeah, I've rambled for 3 minutes. We'll start heading towards where I'm headed towards, and we'll see how things go. All right, so he's gone in to go to the bathroom. We're home. Really not much going on today. I just wanted to kind of touch base, see how things are going. I'll talk to you guys later.